Hey everybody, Brian Horvath here. Excited to be with you here for another LinkedIn Live Q&A. And today is Wednesday. We do these every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And today we've got an exciting topic for you, as I mentioned last week. Today we're going to talk about LinkedIn Premium. But before we do that, let's jump in and talk about a little bit of what we talked about last week and do a little review. Plus a couple other things that I want to bring you up to speed about. Reminder, every Wednesday at noon, a LinkedIn Live Q&A with me, Brian Horvath, where I help people like you and like me to know, live, and love the purpose for your career in finances. And every Wednesday, we're going to jump into how we can use LinkedIn as a practical tool to help you really make the right connections on LinkedIn, constantly building your network, growing and advancing your network, and leading and loving your career, basically. But ultimately, it all rolls up into your purpose. And I believe that we all are built and born with a purpose. And we have a couple tools, our career and our finances, that will help us in our purpose. And I want you to know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances. So whether it's leading an organization or working for a company or doing a little bit of both, or volunteering, whatever your career, your overall expanse of your career is, I want you to know, live, and love the purpose for it. And of course, when we work well in our career and we serve people in our career, we're rewarded with things like finances, right? Like money to help us live our life and do things and have experiences and all that kind of stuff. But our career and finances are not what we should chase after. No, they are tools to help us accomplish our overall life purpose. And even a deeper dive is LinkedIn. LinkedIn will help you make the right connections in, well, any industry, any country, any vertical market, because LinkedIn has 740 million people on the platform. And you have an opportunity to connect with those hiring managers, recruiters, people of influence, where you can make a difference with them and they can make a difference with you. And it's kind of like that teamwork makes the dream work. So every Wednesday at noon, LinkedIn Live Q&A, where I'll field your questions live here on the show or questions that are sent in to me throughout the week. And I also do a little bit of a teaching topic to help you grow in your use of LinkedIn, help you be more effective, to maximize your effectiveness with LinkedIn. And every single week, I actually post these show recordings on my YouTube channel that you can go to at youtube.com/C/Brian Horvath on purpose. youtube.com/C, which stands for channel, /Brian Horvath on purpose. So I'd love to have you check those out. So let's continue on with what we're going to do today. And again, you can send your questions in to Brian at brianhorvath.com. I'd love to answer them again on this show or even answer them on an email for you. But some way, somehow, shape, or form, I guarantee that someone else has the same question you do. So you could lead and lead well by asking your question of me. I'll get the answer for you, and you'll be leading others, those that need the same answer to the same question or the answer to the same question you have. So keep that in mind as we work through this. So today's topic we're going to get into are the top 5 reasons you should have a LinkedIn Premium. The top 5 reasons you and I should have LinkedIn Premium. All right, but before we get into that, we're going to do a quick review of last week. A quick review from last week is we talked about how to back up your LinkedIn connections. Again, you can go to my YouTube channel and get this recording if you missed it last week, but it's a quick, simple way for you to not lose all the work that you did to build your network over the years. And at any given time, LinkedIn could crash, could go down, could experience a challenge, and you have a need to get access to your network and you can't. Case in point, this week, at the time of this recording this week, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, all of the Facebook universe, Facebook suite of products had glitches, went down for multiple hours. I think it was like 6 hours or so. And if you need that for your business, if you had an event you were leading on those platforms, if you had a certain need for any of the connections that you had on those platforms or friends you had on those platforms, you were not able to get access to that. And so I want to encourage you not to let that happen with LinkedIn. Not that I've seen it happen yet, but it could very well happen, right? To have you back up your network, back up your connections, even back up your whole profile through some simple tools and resources, some how-to practical steps that I shared last week. This is rented real estate, folks. We do not own these platforms, but we get to play in the sandbox. And we don't want to lose all the work we did if you build up your network over the years and all of a sudden, due to a glitch that's out of your control, poof, all that work is gone. All those connections are gone. you can actually have them backed up to an Excel file. And then if you need to ever restore them or re-upload them to the platform, you can do so. Check out that video. Be very helpful for you. And it's something I suggest you do about once a quarter. But today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons that you should have LinkedIn Premium. The top 5 reasons you should have LinkedIn Premium. And we're going to do a little bit of a demo. I'm going to go back and forth through this little slide deck here you see, and then go into a live demo that I set up for you so you can really get an understanding of how to best use LinkedIn Premium, what it is, if you should use it, how you should use it, and I'm going to, of course, give you the top 5 reasons why I think you should. Got it? Good. So who's viewed your profile? One of the top 5 reasons is that when you access LinkedIn Premium, and of course, LinkedIn Premium is a fee, $29.99 a month if without tax. So I think mine gets billed to me at about $32.95 a month every month on the same month that I signed up for it, or the same day of the month that I signed up for it. And one of the main reasons I like to use it is I get to see who's viewed my profile. So again, I said earlier, 740 million people are on the platform. All kinds of nations, right? Almost every nation on the globe has access to LinkedIn. And with today's remote work and the whole people shifting and pivoting with COVID and different things we're all learning in industry, I think even PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, announced this week that folks have the opportunity to go ahead and declare they'd like to work 100% remote. That's huge, huge for a major company like that. It's the case in point I try to make there is with LinkedIn. There are so many ways you can connect with work that is available to you, work that would help you do what you do best for those who need it the most, work that matters, work that you'd be compensated for in a remote setting that you may never have ever thought that you'd be able to do. And LinkedIn allows you access to those points, access to those opportunities. And of course, when you see who has viewed your profile, they're out there hunting for people like you, looking to hire solutions like you for problems they're experiencing in their jobs or in their careers or in their companies. You want to be able to have access to who's viewed your profile so you can take next steps. They might not take a next step with you right away, but you can take next steps with them based on you seeing who's viewed your profile. So let's take a look at that. Let's get you a little demo here. We're going to switch to another screen, and I'll show you a little bit about what I'm talking about. So here we are in, let me just close this window. So here we are in my LinkedIn. Let's see here. Let me make this smaller so you guys can see that. Circle, little round, little circle. And focus in. There I am. Okay, so here we are. So we're going to go over to, like I said, we're going to go over here to a little live demo. I'm going to shut some of my windows down here so I can get a better look myself, and then you can have a good look at what I'm talking about here. So here's where we land when you log into LinkedIn. I'm going to give you a little bit of a premium overview here. And you can see here when I go to my LinkedIn profile, this is what's going to show up. And you're going to see here I'm a premium member, right? But when I click down here, see all my premium features, it's going to take me to this little window here. So basically it's going to kind of curate for me or collect for me or kind of show me all the premium features that are tailored just for me, including personalized insights, jobs where I could be a top applicant if I'm indeed searching for work. And let me take a moment and say where I'm coming from today on this LinkedIn Premium kind of episode, if you will, is that if you're a job seeker, if you're someone that's seeking work, whether today or in the future, I think this is really meant for you. However, if you're a business owner like me and you're looking to connect with people of influence or leaders of companies where you might be able to offer your products and services, this is also a good starting place for you. When you go to sign up for LinkedIn Premium, the first realm or the first area it's going to show you is Career Premium. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's go ahead and pull that up. LinkedIn Premium examples or LinkedIn Premium chart. I think that will help us out here. Let's go ahead and look at Welcome to LinkedIn Premium, which by the way, you can go to premium.linkedin.com. I'm also going to share that with you guys later. Let's look at pricing. See if it allows me to pull up the pricing chart. I'm logged in. Oh, here it is. No, good. So you can see here my plan is the premium career. So these are a bunch of different plans, and then with the monthly price. So you have premium career. This is really what I want to focus on today because it's a great place to start. And then you have premium business, and you can see the nice comparison chart here about some of the stuff we'll even talk about in today's live. Okay, and it looks like that's available. I'll go ahead and put this in the show notes for you guys. Here's my little notes. I'm going to put that in there for you guys. Okay. But so what this does is, so again, I'm coming to you from a career perspective. I'm a job seeker, both seeking a job currently or a job that I want to go seek out in the future. You don't want to wait, right? You want to kind of do some reconnaissance, do some investigation, kind of play in the sandbox of where you're going to be in the future, not necessarily where you are at today per se, when it comes to seeking new opportunities. But once I click on that little premium function here, see all premium features, it's going to take me to this little page. And you can see it says up here, my premium. Okay, so I'll see personalized insights based on job I'd be a top applicant at. Who's viewed my profile? A little quick running list. Then if I click on next here, it's going to give you some recommended courses, some LinkedIn learning courses we'll talk about in a second. But what I really love about this is who's viewed my profile. Okay, what kind of people are viewing my profile? Where are they coming from? Why might I want to connect with them? And maybe it gives me some insights to things I'm saying in my profile or why they even started to connect with me. Now let's go back to my homepage here. When I log into LinkedIn, this is what we all see. I'm going to click on this little button here about who's viewed my profile. And it said 219 people viewed my profile in the last week. Looks like now 220 in the past, 90 days. 220 in the past 90 days. I've had unique profile views, which means different people each time. And then 15% down since last week at views. Here's a little trend chart, right? How many people have viewed kind of over week to week, right? Good stuff. Now you can look at a couple of different ways. You can look at all profile views. You can look at 17 interesting views, again, based on what's in my profile, what LinkedIn thinks in artificial intelligence, what might be very interesting views for me to take next steps with, right? Here's people that work at certain companies. There's multiple companies that have maybe multiple people from certain or the same companies have looked at my profile. Here's what's cool. How many people have the title founder? How many people are found me via my homepage? It's just very neat to see how these people are looking at me and where they're coming from. I really appreciate that, especially being a business owner and connecting with business leaders about how I can serve them in their company and individual. So I really love this one. 27 people have the job title founder. Okay. That can help me maybe market back to them. A lot of times, some of these folks are marketing back to me, but I also can market back to them and we can see where we might meet in the middle. So pretty cool, right? So who viewed your profile is one of my favorite and top favorite premium benefits. Okay. Cool stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that part. That to me is something that you could sign up for, and we'll talk about a trial here in a minute. But something you could sign up for and get quick access and investigate what I just showed you for my profile. So the next thing I want to share with you, I think is really cool, is LinkedIn Learning. I'm a learner. Part of my Strengths Finder somewhere in there, I'm a learner, and I love learning about new techniques, new technologies, new tools, whether it be soft skills, hard skills, anything can help me grow and develop my career. And a couple of things I'm going to show you with LinkedIn Learning I think is neat is once you take these courses or take these classes that you pay for on a monthly basis, you can put that you finish them into your ongoing learning, a part of your profile. Put the class title in. Put what you benefited from it potentially. Depending on where you put it, you can make little notes next to the class, why you took it, what you got from it, et cetera, so on and so forth. But I think it's really neat to highlight how you're investing in yourself continually with more education, more leadership training, more technical training, whatever skills training that you may need to fit gaps in between what you know now and where you want to go and how you can serve companies. Got it? So you can take care of all of that with LinkedIn Learning. Now let's jump back over to the my Chrome here, and we can look back at the next steps about LinkedIn Learning. Okay. You can see my little notes I have there in front of you. Okay, so let's go back over to LinkedIn and go to LinkedIn Learning. And which is really neat here is when I click on Explore Premium, again, here's my premium. Here's my personalized insights, right? Then I can explore premium and it tells me about LinkedIn Learning, or I can just go directly to LinkedIn Learning from my premium features. Oops, I just did that, didn't I? I can go, excuse me, I can go right down here under my premium features and click LinkedIn Learning. And it's going to take me to, again, what trending topics are evolved right now, as well as seeing my recommendations. And I really like the recommendations piece because it helps me kind of just get organized, right? Based on what it's reading in my profile, based on what they're seeing of jobs that I've held or titles that I had or keywords that I have in my profile, or for skills I've been endorsed for. It can give me kind of a litany or a list of things that I might want to take advantage of to help me further develop those skills, right? And I think too, if there's some skills I want to learn, I can go search up here for all those topics. And you can see what kind of search results are had, what other people are looking at. Okay. So let's look and see, let's call it PowerPoint. Just making this up here. You can see there's all kinds of opportunities for PowerPoint. PowerPoint for Mac, that's specifically what I use. I can click PowerPoint for Mac. So here's a couple trainings, and you can see the dates they were prepared to help you know if it's recent or not. And then, oh my gosh, you can click on these things and get instant access to the training. I mean,
today's modern presentations are about
management system. Beautiful, beautiful LMS. I mean, LinkedIn spared no expense in putting this together. So again, see my recommendations is really helpful based on, and it's going to source these recommendations based on what you have in your profile currently. Okay, so very cool. And then you could set a weekly goal. It keeps it about what you have in progress, maybe courses you earmarked. I haven't saved any, but courses that you can save. Again, it gives you top picks. Really, really cool stuff. And again, you can work it into your weekly cadence, your weekly schedule of taking online courses with LinkedIn Learning that you're paying for. Very cool stuff, right? So I would encourage you to do that. Again, the biggest opportunity here is that if you are looking to fill a skills gap, start here. If you think you might like to go into certain kind of work and you're not sure, you can search a course that will tell you about that work. Does this seem like something you'd like to do? And sometimes there's even skills and assessments and downloads, all kinds of other resources. You just got to unpack this. It's like Christmas if you're a learner. So I would encourage you to take a look at that. That's really encouraging to me and really exciting to me as a learner, and of course paying for LinkedIn Learning as part of LinkedIn Premium. So good stuff here, guys. I really appreciate y'all being here, and we're going to continue with number 3 here in a second. So number 3, one of my favorite parts about LinkedIn Premium is company insights. Now it's interesting enough when I looked earlier today just to check my, dot my I's and cross my T's about what I'm going to share with you today, is I looked at the comparison chart between LinkedIn Career, LinkedIn Business, those two kinds of premiums. And LinkedIn Career said it didn't have any kind of business insights, but LinkedIn Business Premium did. But I find that at least I'm satisfied with what insights I do get as a LinkedIn Premium Career user. That's that $29.99 a month level. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. We'll do a quick little demo here as well. We'll switch back to my Chrome here, and we'll go over to Company Insights. Now, I already kind of pre-staged this, but let me show you how you can do this on your own in a second as well. And hey, if I forget, text me. But here's what I did. I just went into my search, and no matter what company I want to look for, if there are at least 30 employee profiles on LinkedIn, you can do some insight review and research on that company. So, for example, Amazon is a huge one. I mean, there's going to be more than 30 people from Amazon that have LinkedIn profiles. So that's going to be a very easy one for me to set up. But I typed in Amazon up here in the search box. Okay. Got the company, click the company. And I'm going to do one more view here and click Amazon. So follow my screen here with me. Okay. And then I can look at all kinds of things on Amazon. Of course, up top you see where they're at, how many followers this company has, and so on and so forth. Of course, I'm following it as well. And then you can go visit website, click on more, share them in a message, basic stuff. But across the top here with this menu header, I really appreciate. So there's the about, there's posts that LinkedIn made, there's jobs available. Amazon has 63,000 job openings. Wow. You can create job alerts. Again, this is not all premium stuff, but just since while we're here, let's share with you about some of the power that you can use with LinkedIn. Okay. There's LinkedIn, there's life. Okay. What is the culture like? What's going on at Amazon? What are they doing? Kind of gives you some insight into the culture and trends, and it's a place you would even like to work. People, this is what I love. So especially if I'm going to connect, if I'm looking for a new opportunity within a certain industry or a certain company, certain region, I want to know what people may work at that company. And so you can go to one of these companies like I just did, and depending on how large they are, and if this company has profiles, people with profiles in it, employees with profiles in it, you'll be able to search this information. Look where they live. You can see what part of, even from country to city, where they've studied, and so on and so forth. And then people I may know based on my current network status or my current network, where they place a network, whether they're first connection, second connection, third connection, or just outside of my network. But up top, they're going to show me people that I may know or people that I know from people that I'm connected with at first level, in the second level, and the third level. Okay, so that's really neat. Okay, you can all look at that. But what I love, like I was sharing with you, the whole point of me breaking this down for you is insights. Again, premium insights, as you can see right here. Okay, premium insights. Total employee count, trends in employment, okay, how long people on average have worked at the company, and then what's the functional distribution? Where are all these functions at? Where are these people working at? And you can click all the way down, and depending on, again, the size of the company, what kind of data is even in LinkedIn, you can mine this data for functionality and break down human resources. Let's look at this. You can add different parts. You can build this different pie chart in a different way. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, new hires. What's the level of, are they hiring right now? You can see the trend lines, and you can see even since 2021, it's scrolled or curved up. And of course, we're just into October now at the time of this recording. And you can see who has been hired. Okay, you can see company alumni, job openings within certain functions. Okay, so you like Amazon, you want to work for Amazon, they're in your city or in your town, or maybe you're willing to relocate, whatever, have you. But then you can see what functions they have available. Talk about really doing some homework. So that's some cool insights that I think is huge. And I love to see, especially like I said, once I find a role that I'm interested in, I like to go back to people. Who can I find within the company that may be leading those departments? How can I connect with them? And that's going to lead us into a couple of things that we do next. So very cool stuff, all within LinkedIn Premium, and sometimes not even within LinkedIn Premium. Sometimes all just within LinkedIn at a general level, unpaid, or not adding to your monthly budget. So very good stuff. So that is LinkedIn Premium. Now, number 4 is open profile options. And by the way, this was sourced, this kind of question, or this topic came up today out of a question I got from one of my followers and fans and friends. And he asked, Bri, I have a State Farm agency. Is it worth it to get LinkedIn Premium? And I go, you know what? Let me dig deeper into this for you, and then let me help some others along the way. So that's what kind of spawned this. And it's pretty rich, but I would encourage you to take a look and consider this. And we'll talk more about ways you can do that in a minute. The next one I want to talk about, my 4th top reason, is open profile. You can actually turn on your profile to be open so that anybody can connect with you on LinkedIn without having to be a part of your network, part of your first, second, or third level connections. They can directly message you and not even you have to use what's called an InMail credit, which is a little secret, little insight is number 5. We'll talk about that when we get to number 5. But you can open up your profile very easily so that anyone can message you, whether it's a potential client or customer, whether it's a potential recruiter, headhunter, hiring manager, or somebody that is a person in your influence, or you want to be in their sphere of influence and they want to be in yours. They can just connect with you without having to go through, asking you to connect first. So that's pretty cool stuff. I like to have mine open because I'm a networker. I'm open to opportunities. I'm open to next steps with people, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they make sense, sometimes they don't. No big deal, right? It's digital, it's online, it's not costing me a lot of time, but it makes it easier for people to connect with me. Again, customers, clients, prospective, hiring managers, recruiters, headhunters, people of influence. Maybe people want you to serve on a board, a volunteer board of directors or something like that. Stuff that can help you move your career forward. I'm going to turn that on. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, let me show you how to do that here. Let's go back to our little Chrome area, and we'll get back to the little demo. Okay, so where you want to go to get here is go back to, what you want to do is go back to your, let's just start you back at your profile so you know how to get to this stuff. You want to go to, here's your when you log into LinkedIn, here's what you would see. You're going to go to see all premium features, makes it really simple. You're going to scroll down on the right-hand side and click here, open profile. Okay. And then open profile. Sorry, guys, real quick. Here we go. Stay open to opportunities. As a premium member, you have the option to turn on open profile. This enhances your professional brand and allows any LinkedIn member to see your full profile and reach out to you. So I didn't even say about see your full profile, but specifically reach out to you without having them to spend an InMail credit. And you can adjust that by going to your premium profile settings. So let's click on that, premium profile settings. And I should have just did this a second ago. You can see here, it's right here. It's all right here for you. Your premium features, here's what my career level includes, and then here's my settings. There's only two little settings. Do I want to have my profile open, yes or no? I'm going to click on. And then do I want to show LinkedIn Premium badge? And I'll say, yes, I do. Yes, I do. A little thought I had is basically the LinkedIn Premium badge is this little gold badge that shows when people see your profile right here. I kind of have a notion that LinkedIn kind of gives you a little bump in search results if you have paid for LinkedIn Premium. I can't say that for sure, but I think algorithmically, it's almost like they're saying, hey, this guy's paying. Let's make sure we get him a little bit more views. Let's make sure we get her a little bit more views. So this is something to consider. Don't have any facts on that. It's just a thought. It's a hypothetical, but I think that probably plays into it a little bit. Or at least I like to think so. Helps me justify my spend, right? Okay. So let's go back to show you the open profile settings again. I already talked to you about what it is, but if you wanted to see what it is here, here's the definition of it right there in the LinkedIn help section. Okay. And here's what I'm talking about with LinkedIn open profile. If I wanted to message Paul Walker, who's the CEO at Franklin Covey in Salt Lake City, I would click connect, right? That would be normally, I got to connect with him first. And once he accepts my connection, even if he does, then I'd have to message him. And that could take, God only knows, how long. But instead, because Paul has open profile open, all I would click is message. And you would see down here that it's a free message. And why? And I click why, it tells me because of open profile. So you could also be like that too. Here's a CEO of a major company in the world, and he has on open profile. I think that's pretty cool. Whether he knows it or not, I think that's pretty cool. He has that on there. And I don't have to spend what's called an InMail credit, right? I don't have to spend that credit. I can quickly just send him a message, type out the subject, type out a message, click send, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, what if I wanted to send my resume to him? What if I wanted to send a cover letter? What if I was looking for a referral? Whatever the case may be, there's a possibility for you to communicate directly to Paul, probably his assistant or something like that, but still directly in mail or without having to use InMail, and to be better than even this email because it would be coming from LinkedIn, and LinkedIn shows you're a real person, you have a real profile, they can read a little bit about you before they respond. It would probably help them respond even quicker or not. But I would think even quicker because when they read your profile, they see that you're a real person, you're doing a real thing, and it's legitimate. That I think is cool instead of coming from an email program where you're not going to see all that real person kind of data. Okay, so think about that. Consider that LinkedIn Premium allows you to turn on open profile, so folks can get a hold of you much easier. Now the last one is, and I'm just going to jump to it right now since I'm in it, is InMail Credits. When you subscribe to LinkedIn Premium, you get a chance to have InMail Credits. And what are InMail Credits? InMail Credits are ways for me to communicate and email people with LinkedIn Mail, which allows me, again, like I talked about with Paul a minute ago, it allows me to communicate directly to that person through my LinkedIn profile and elevates that message to the top of their inbox without me having to try to get them to connect and then send a message and all that kind of stuff, or hopefully get their email address and send them through my email client system or program to get with them. Here you can use InMail and you get X amount of credits per month. I think it is 5 if you're a career premium user, and those kind of can roll over month to month. Okay, so I think right now I have 14 or 15 because I don't use them every month. But here is Hugh Campbell. Hugh's the CEO and board member of a Tampa Bay CEO group, nonprofit. And if I want to communicate with him about connecting with CEOs in his network, because I serve CEOs and the C-suite with my products and services from the Horvath Training Institute that I lead, then this could be a way to do that. I would have to use one of my InMails, but I have 14 left. I think it could be a pretty good use of that message. And again, every month, 5 more come in. So you can consider how to kind of budget those, if you will. But that's another benefit of LinkedIn Premium. It gets you higher profile visibility, an opportunity for a deeper connection, a quicker connection with people that you want to influence or connect with or offer your products and services. And remember where I'm coming from. We want to seek to serve those who need most what we do best. Seek to serve those who need most what we do best. And when you're confident and clear on that, then you can use LinkedIn to make the right connections, to maximize your career, to really grow and expand your career, and have some great joy doing it while earning revenue, earning an income, and of course, just enjoying life. And that's what I'm all about, helping people know, live, and love the purpose for their career and finances. And part of the tools in that career genre is LinkedIn. So you can see why I'm passionate about it, see why I'm excited about it, see why I do all these videos about it, because it works. It works. So let's go back to, let's get back and as we wrap up today, just really hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear from you. Give me some feedback. What did you miss? What did you, or what did you like? What could we do better? What questions do you have? What insights do you have? Email me at brian@brianhorvath.com. I'd love to be able to help you get access to what you need to succeed. Okay, so here we are. We're back and we're almost done here. So here's the top 5. The top 5 reasons why you should use LinkedIn Premium is 1, you get access to who's viewed your profile. Number 2, you get access to LinkedIn Learning, over 15,000 classes. Crazy, crazy cool. Company insights, you'll be able to look at people, you'll be able to look at jobs, you'll look at trend data, and it's just enough you need to give you that lift to help you know if you're barking up the right tree, if you're targeting the right people, are you using the right keywords, are you seeking to serve in functions that they're actually hiring in, or maybe you see opportunities from those insights that can help you serve those who need most with what you do best. Whole great collection of data there for you to serve and serve well. Number 4 is remember keeping that open profile status so people can easily connect with you. Opportunities can easily come your way without them having to connect with you, send you an email, or somehow get lost. They can really openly, quickly connect with you in your profile. And then number 5 would be those InMail credits, which allow you to connect with people and opportunities with kind of trying to clean through the noise. There are so many ways to use LinkedIn. I think these are top 5 reasons why bumping up to premium can really serve you and serve you well as you know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances. Again, I hope you enjoyed this today. I really appreciate you. When in doubt, remember you can trial it. You can trial LinkedIn Premium instead of spending right away. You can trial it, and by going to premium.linkedin.com, and you can trial it today. So kind of be strategic about it, right? Think about how prepared am I? Based on what I showed you in this video and gave you behind the scenes look at how it really works in the real world, how ready are you for LinkedIn Premium? Okay. And when you are ready, maybe you need to make a couple tweaks to your profile, get a couple things ready, just fully understand it. Maybe you need to watch this video again or what have you. Then pull the trigger because the clock starts ticking right away for 30 days on a trial. And you have to put a credit card number in or a debit card number, whatever information that you use to pay for it on a monthly basis. And it will start billing right away at about $32.95 a month, depending on what your tax is. And, 30 days from when you click the timer on. Right, but it's definitely an opportunity for you to maximize it really quickly. Use it, get your legs up under you, and see if it's something you want to use long term. Okay, so again, when in doubt, you can trial it, and you can see there how to do that. Let me just make this bigger for you guys. You can take a screenshot of this. You're just going to click on your little me icon, go to settings and privacy, account preferences, so on and so forth. Let me just leave that on for a second for you. There you go. Okay. Let me go back to a little smaller view, and that's how you can get on LinkedIn Premium trial. You can start today. Next week's live, we're going to talk about how to build and benefit from LinkedIn's groups. Now, Facebook kicks butt when it comes to LinkedIn or when it comes to groups, but LinkedIn groups shouldn't be completely discounted. We'll do a quick little overview about how to use LinkedIn groups, how to start one, what's the purpose for them, how to use them to best maximize your time, how to make the right connections on LinkedIn using groups. We'll talk about that next week. And until then, remember, email me your questions at brian@brianhorvath.com. If you have questions about LinkedIn, how to better use it, from the smallest little question to the biggest question, from the the least amount of detail to the largest amount of detail. Let's tackle it. Let's tackle it together. I guarantee you somebody else has the same question you do. Ask it. It will benefit you. Heck, it will benefit me because the teacher always learns, and it will benefit those other folks who have the same question. So I appreciate you sending Brian at brianhorvath.com. And again, next week's live will be at 12 noon Eastern, and it will be on how to build and benefit from LinkedIn groups. We'll see you next week. Put it in your calendar. Put a little reminder. Hey, I got this LinkedIn live coming up. Oh, and by the way, really excited that I have a new program coming, LinkedIn for LinkedIn, helping people make the right connections on LinkedIn. No matter if you're moving in your career, if you own your own company, you're an employee or an owner or whatever the case may be, a nonprofit leader, the ultimate LinkedIn profile is going to be for you. And that's going to be coming out very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. But I'm kind of putting a little teaser in there for you now that get ready for it. It's really going to rock your world, the ultimate LinkedIn profile. But in the meantime, if you feel like you need to maximize LinkedIn right away, and you want to take a little course, a little free course I have, it's called How to Make the Right Connections on LinkedIn. It's a free workshop, about 60 minutes or so. You can go to brianhorvath.com/LinkedIn, and it's constantly happening on the hour or every half hour even. So it's an automated webinar, and you can go ahead and register for it today as soon as you hang up with this. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here with me. I really think you're something special. You have purpose. I want to help you know it, live it, and love it. See you next week. Oh, bye. Oh, still bye. No, hey, thanks for watching. Bye.